Cinna.
Pals! It's wishful thinking to think that Larry David will show up in this movie and be like, pretty good. We're watching B-Movie. Thanks so much for joining us. I am Jaby Koay, joined by Ashleigh and Morgan.
Hello.
And so, really appreciate you guys being here. If you'd like to watch the whole thing with us without any cuts or interruptions, head over to our Patreon page, patreon.com/cinejump or cinejump.com. Both URLs will get you there, but you will need your own copy of the film, which we are watching through Amazon Prime Video. So you can open it up side by side with our reaction. We give you a 3, 2, 1 countdown sync, and it's like you're watching it with two of your favorite pals from the internet. Let's jump into it. Here we go.
Here we go.
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that a bee should be able to fly. Its wings are too small. The bee, of course, flies anyway, because bees don't care what humans think is impossible.
I like that.
Black, yellow, black, yellow, black. Ooh, black and yellow. Yeah, let's shake it up a little.
Just sharpen his...
Looking sharp.
Here's the graduate. We're very proud of you, son. And a perfect report card. All B's. Wave to us. We'll be in row 118,000.
118,000.
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Barry. Is that fuzz gel?
A little. It's a special day. Finally graduating.
Never thought I'd make it.
Well, Adam, today we are men.
We are.
Be men.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Students.
What's that?
I don't know.
What was that?
New Hive City graduating class of 915. And that concludes our graduation ceremonies.
Why don't we have this efficiency?
I guess they don't live that long.
True.
Are we going to pick our job today?
I heard it's just orientation.
Huh. Whoa, heads up. Here we go.
Can you imagine?
Whoa.
You graduate and instantly you're in the workforce.
Welcome to Hunex, a division of Hunesco and a part of the Hexagon Group.
This is so, in depth.
Top secret formula is automatically color-corrected, scent-adjusted, and bubble-contoured into this you all know as...
Honey.
This is cool watching this process.
That girl was hot.
She's my cousin.
She is?
Yes, we're all cousins.
Yes, we're all cousins.
These bees are stress-testing a new helmet technology.
Oh, no.
Ay, 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 ay.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
What do you think he makes?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Wow, what does that do?
Catches that little strand of honey that hangs after you pour it. Saves us millions.
Why does
How
someone
efficient.
have to be in there? That's terrible.
Can anyone work on the Krellman?
Of course, most bee jobs are small ones, but bees know that every small job, if it's done well, means a lot. But choose carefully, because you'll stay in the job that you pick for the rest of your life.
The same job for the rest of your life?
And you'll be happy to know that bees as a species haven't had one day off in 27 million years.
Oh, my God.
So you'll just work us to death?
We'll sure try.
Effectively.
We'll sure try.
Exactly. And she says it with a smile.
Everyone laughs.
Exactly.
His face.
One job forever? That's an insane choice to have to make.
Well, I'm relieved. Now we only have to make one decision in life.
But
Barry, why would you question anything? We're bees. We're the most perfectly functioning society on Earth.
Oh, my gosh.
Wait a second, check it out. Hey, those are pollen jocks.
Oh, you could be in the military instead?
so pollen jocks.
Oh, they go in and they retrieve pollen.
Yeah.
Out there risking your life every day.
Covered in pollen.
Yeah.
I wonder where those guys have just been.
I don't know.
Their day's not planned. Outside a hive, flying who knows where, doing who knows what.
You can't just decide one day to be a pollen jock. You have to be bred for that.
Look at that. That's more pollen than you and I will ever see in a lifetime.
It's just a status symbol. I think bees make too big a deal out of it.
Perhaps. Unless you're wearing it and the ladies see you wearing it.
Hey, hey.
And the lady.
What's up, cousins?
Look at these two.
Couple of hive Harrys.
Let's have some fun with them.
Hive Harrys.
Little gusty out there today, wasn't it, comrades?
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna hit a sunflower patch about 6 miles from here tomorrow.
6 miles, huh?
Barry,
It's a puddle jump for us, but
Puddle jump.
We're going 0900 at J-Gate.
whoa.
Let's go.
A J-Gate.
Yeah.
Boy.
You're going to be a pollen jock, don't you, Jaby?
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Dad, do you ever get bored doing the same job every day?
You grab that stick and you just move it around and you stir it around. You get yourself into a rhythm. It's a beautiful thing.
Aw.
The more I think about it,
Surprised Pops
maybe
doesn't
the
have bigger
honey field
pecs
Right.
doing that all
just
day
isn't
long.
right for me.
He should,
You're
right?
thinking
Yeah.
of what? Making balloon animals? That's a bad job for a guy with a stinger.
Well, no.
Janet, your son's not sure.
Janet.
I just processed his joke.
Popping the balloons.
Yeah.
Our son, the stirrer.
You're gonna be a stirrer?
No one's listening to me.
Her face.
Come on, all the good jobs will be gone.
Yeah, right.
Pollen counting, stunt bee, pouring, stirrer, front desk.
Wow.
Restroom attendant's always open, and not for the reason you think.
Any chance of getting on to the Krellman, sir?
Sure, you're on.
It's a Krellman.
Sorry, the Krellman just closed out. Oh, Wax Monkey's always open.
What?
And the
Wax
Krellman
Monkey.
just opened up again.
Well, what happened?
Well, whenever a bee dies, that's an opening. See that? He's dead, dead, another dead one, deady, deadified, 2 more.
What? Dead from the neck up?
Barry, what do you think I should... Barry? Barry!
And he's gone.
all right, we've got the sunflower patch and
He's got to steal an outfit.
What happened to you? Where are you?
I wish I had
Oh, that's just a matter of time, baby.
in our heads.
Yeah.
Actually, maybe not. That sounds spooky.
I'm going out.
Out? Out where?
Out there.
Oh, no!
I have to.
I'm worried that he's not as buff as the other pollen jocks.
That's why he's going to succeed where no one else can.
Isn't that the kid we saw yesterday?
Hold it, son. Flight deck's restricted. It's okay, Lou. We're gonna take him up.
Yeah.
Really? Feeling lucky, are you?
Son, here, just in the shoulder.
The waiver?
As you all know,
He doesn't have a helmet.
He needs to have a jacket.
He doesn't have a body.
He's wearing chucks. He's also never been outside.
Bee law number 1, absolutely no talking to humans. All right, launch position.
Why are you at the front? You got to be in the back so you can copy.
Buzz.
Okay, ladies, let's move it out.
That's so cool. What are they gonna do for his? Oh, he's going. They're gonna like take off without him.
No, he's going.
I mean, leave him behind. He's not gonna be as fast. Oh, he's going though. Never mind.
Whoa! I'm out! I can't believe I'm out!
And I'm never going back in.
Right, exactly. He's getting a taste of freedom.
God, if I was on a bike and saw a swarm of
I'm like,
bees just
"Ah!"
flying, I would just fall over.
But these are honeybees, so they're not as.
I'm not judging the difference. I'm just like,
No, I'm just saying for me, because I was like, I don't know if I'd swat, because they're honeybees. They're nice bees. Whoa.
Stand to the side, kid. It's got a bit of a kick.
Never mind, I want to be a pollen jock now.
Oh, that is one nectar collector.
Nectar collector.
Pollination up close?
No, sir.
I pick up some pollen over here, sprinkle it over here.
Wow.
That's amazing. Why do we do that?
That's pollen power, kid. More pollen, more flowers, more nectar, more honey for us.
Cool.
Wait, I love that.
Yeah.
We're like cheesing so hard, Jaby.
when he says more honey for us, I keep thinking he's talking about babes, but he's talking about literally honey.
Yep, that too. It's for both.
There's only one reason to be the jock.
To get the honeys.
Get the honeys.
Not the honey, but the honeys.
Copy that visual. Hold on. Well, this flower seems to be on the move. Say again? Are you reporting a moving flower? Affirmative.
I like how they sound like little helicopters.
What are you investigating?
A moving flower.
Coolest. What is it?
Oh, no.
I don't know, but I'm loving
Oh,
this
they're about
color.
to get.
Those are tennis balls.
Smells good.
They're about to get messed up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, fuzzy.
Are bees really drawn to tennis balls?
I don't know.
Careful, guys. It's a little grabby.
It's a little grabby.
He's
lands
laying
on
all
it.
over it.
Get out there!
Oh no! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Coming in at you like a missile!
Oh my lord.
You know, I don't think these are flowers. Match point! You can just start packing up, huh?
Was that Kronk?
It sounds like it.
Yeah.
Huh? What? No!
Not the bee talking to distract him. Oh no.
Oh, he's gonna be totally lost.
Oh no. Woo!
Oh lord.
Woo!
Oh my lord. Whoa.
Close call. This poor bee.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
How? Okay. Climate control. Oh Jesus.
There's a bee in the car!
Nobody move. If you don't move, he won't sting you. Freeze.
He blinked!
He blinked! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, barely made it out of there.
I gotta get home.
He doesn't know where home is. Those, the
that's
waters are
dangerous.
globs.
Yeah, it's like ants.
Oh no, he said he can't fly in the rain.
Mayday! Mayday!
Oh,
You're
no.
going down!
Ken, could you close the window, please?
Uh-oh.
That's still
The
being
same
tent.
people?
That's hilarious.
That brochure, you see? Folds out.
Oh no, more humans. I don't need this.
See? Falls
See?
out.
You see?
Oh, there's the sun. Maybe that's a way out.
Aww.
I don't remember the
No.
sun having a big 75 on it.
Come on, Bubba.
Oh no, ew, no, the guacamole.
Ew.
I gotta tell you, I
Yuck.
predicted
Ew.
global warming.
Oh. Oh. Jaby.
Just me.
Jaby.
Get out of there.
Stop! Bees!
Damn.
Don't kill him!
Whoa.
You know I'm allergic to them. This thing could kill me.
Well, why does his life have any less value than yours?
Aw.
You don't know what he's capable of feeling.
Aw.
The brochure.
Aw. At least we have the kind humans like her. Is he in love with her?
Maybe probably.
I don't even want to think about the implications.
Nor do I.
Vanessa next week, yogurt night.
Yeah,
My name's
sure,
Kronk.
Ken, you know, whatever.
Vanessa, next week.
Supposed to be less calories or something.
Oh, wait, they're not. I thought he was with her.
They're all just friends. I guess he does like her.
She saved my life. I gotta say something.
You're not supposed to talk.
How should I start it? You like jazz?
Okay, he does like her.
Hi. I'm sorry.
How loud is his voice?
Yes,
Right.
I know. I'm so
You're
sorry.
talking.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I know I'm dreaming, but I don't recall going to bed.
You know, I'm not supposed to be doing this, but
Oh.
they were all trying to kill me. And if it wasn't for you,
God.
She's like, uh-huh.
oh,
You,
that was a little weird.
I'm talking to the bee.
She just stabbed her hand with a fork. Is crazy.
I just want you to know that I'm grateful, and I'm going to leave now.
Oh, wait. How did you learn to do that?
What?
The talking thing.
Bees are funny. If we didn't laugh, we'd cry with what we have to deal with.
Can I, get you something?
Like what?
I would shit a brick if a bee started talking to me.
I wouldn't be talking to it this long.
Oh, it takes 2 minutes.
Really?
It's just coffee.
I hate to impose.
Hey, you want a little rum cake?
I really
Have
shouldn't.
a little rum
No,
cake.
no, I can't.
Oh, come on.
You know, I'm trying to lose a couple micrograms here.
Micrograms.
That's cute.
Are you all right?
No.
What is she doing?
Because she thinks she's losing her mind. The stabbing the hand thing was crazy. There's other ways to find out if you're sleeping.
You can't even show that on YouTube.
So anyway, what are you gonna do, Barry?
About work? I don't know.
It's like a therapist.
I know how you feel.
You do?
Sure. My parents wanted me to be a lawyer or a doctor, but I wanted to be a florist.
Really?
Y'all can work together.
Right?
You see, if you look,
Ugh.
see, there's my hive right there. You can see it.
Oh, you're in Sheep Meadow.
Oh, God. Oh, my gosh.
Hey, I know that area. Do you know I lost a toe ring there once?
Really?
A toe ring?
Why do girls put rings on their toes? I don't know. It's like putting a hat on your knee.
Maybe I'll try that.
You all right, ma'am?
That could be the new fashion.
Right.
Knee hats.
Having 2 cups of coffee.
Honestly, I like that she's a little weird. I'm a little weird too. I would talk to a bee.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll feed you for a while.
All right, well then.
Rest of his life, maybe.
I guess I'll see you around. Or not, or
Okay, Barry.
Okay, Barry.
or before. I mean,
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was nothing.
well, not nothing, but anyway.
Careful, don't kill him.
Right, on accident.
Oh, my God. Don't.
Damn.
He's okay.
At least Barry knows where he lives. I was worried he didn't know where he lived.
It was the scariest, happiest moment of my life.
Humans.
But it's got to change their world somehow. Him talking to
Exactly.
humans.
Help with, like, I don't know, flowers?
They eat crazy giant things. They drive around real crazy.
And do they try and kill you like on TV?
Some of them, but some of them don't.
How'd you get back?
Poodle.
Poodle.
See out there, you had your experience, and now you're back. You can pick up.
You like
your
the tile
job and
design of the
everything can
floor?
be
I'm obsessed.
Well.
Well, I met someone.
You met someone?
Oh, my God. This is you're in denial.
I just want to hear your reaction to that, Jaby. Oh my God.
She's, human.
Oh, no. That didn't happen. You didn't do that.
Oh no.
She's so nice. And she's a florist.
Oh, no. You're dating a human florist.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
Exactly.
Okay?
It can work. Well, can't they be human bees?
Yeah.
Get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Instead of a human being, a human bee.
Oh, okay, funny.
Yeah. That's a 0 on Jaby's laughter scale.
Listen to me. You have got to start thinking bee, my friend. Thinking bee.
Thinking bee.
Thinking bee. Thinking bee.
This is hilarious because the Matthew Broderick character is usually the Jerry Seinfeld character.
Seriously.
There he is. He's in the pool.
You know what your problem is, Barry?
I gotta start thinking, B.
Barry, how much longer is this going to
And
go
this is
on?
usually Matthew Broderick.
Yep.
Or at least in, what's it called?
This is his chance to switch it up.
Ferris Bueller.
Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah.
You have no job. You're barely a bee.
Would it kill you to just make a little honey? Barry, come out from under there. Your father's talking to you. Martin, would you talk to him?
Can you swim in honey?
Sugar.
Oh, honey, honey.
And you got me wanting you.
She never blinks.
Them laughing at her swatting and killing a mosquito.
What's this?
Her speech is all slow.
Whoops. That took an unexpected turn.
This is so dark.
He doesn't respond when you yell at him.
Then why are you yelling at me?
Because you don't listen.
I'm not listening to this.
Where are you going?
I'm meeting a friend.
A girl? Is this why you can't decide?
Bye.
I just hope she's bee-ish.
Bee-ish. Well, oh, he's going to her job. He's going to the workplace.
Oh, dumb bees.
You must just want to sting all those jerks.
We really try not to sting. It's usually fatal for us.
So you really have to watch your temper.
You work through it like any emotion. Anger, jealousy, lust.
Did you say lust?
Yeah, he said lust.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
It's a bug.
Please, not
It's
a bug. Oh my gosh. Vanessa, this movie's wild, Jaby.
It's a bug.
He slapped the shit out of her shoulder, though.
How did this get here?
Oh,
Cute
God.
bee.
Oh, no.
Golden Blossom. Ray Liotta Private Select. Why is this here?
For people. We eat it.
Why? You don't have enough food of your own?
Is that making fun of Paul Newman?
Maybe.
Bees don't know about this. This is stealing. A lot of stealing. You've taken our homes, our schools, our hospitals. This is all we have.
God,
50% off.
Can you imagine kids watching this and freaking out?
And stop eating honey?
Yeah.
Yes.
You almost done?
Almost.
Oh, no.
He is here. I sense it.
Oh, what? What?
He is here. I sense it. Hector has beef with Uh-oh.
Well, I guess I'll go home now and just leave this nice honey out with no one around.
This is wild, Jaby.
Ha! I knew I heard something, so you can talk.
Oh, I can talk. And now you're gonna start talking. Who's your supplier?
I don't know what you're talking about. I thought we were all friends.
Oh my God, the tech.
No.
Any of you? Bees! You're too late.
That is the least efficient way to try to attack a bee.
It's a sword fight.
Where's the honey coming from?
Holding it with his butt.
And he's like this.
Yeah.
It comes from honey farms.
Away we
Not
go.
Hector being the snitch. Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
Yo, this could have been an epic 3D movie if it wasn't.
Right?
Was he gonna slingshot himself?
Hell yeah. Whoa. So he's gonna go way too far.
Oh, he joins the other.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh God, it's gonna wipe.
Look at these faces. They never knew what hit them. And now they're on the road to nowhere.
Just keep still.
What? You're not dead?
Do I look dead?
Christopher.
Yeah?
I am onto something huge here.
I'm going to Alaska. Moose blood. Crazy stuff. Blows your head off.
Crazy stuff.
He really is dead.
Moose blood.
All right.
Oh, he really is dead.
Uh-oh.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no! It's a wiper! Triple blade!
Triple blade!
Jump on! It's your only chance, B! What?
It's your only chance, B.
See? Open your eyes! Stick your head out the window!
From NPR News in Washington, I'm Carl Castle.
How much do people need to see?
Open your eyes. Put your head out the window. Ew.
You hear something?
Like what?
Like tiny screaming.
Turn off the radio.
Oh my gosh, the antenna's going down. This is old.
Aha!
Oh God.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, what's up, B-boy?
Oh, I'm so glad he's still here.
Bees hang tight.
Well, we're all jammed in there. It's a close community.
Not us, man. Every mosquito on his own. You a mosquito. You in trouble. Nobody likes us. They're just all smacking. People see mosquitoes smack, smack. Mosquito girls try to trade up. Get with a moth, dragonfly. Mosquito girl don't want no mosquito.
Mosquito? Don't no girl want no mosquito?
Moose blood's about to leave the
Oh
building.
my God.
So long.
No, stay in the movie.
I knew I'd catch y'all down here.
damn.
Did you bring your crazy straw?
They're all on the windshield. It's hilarious.
We needed more of him.
Me too. I want him to come back. I'm sure he will.
What is this place?
This is questioning if I should be eating honey.
That's fine.
No.
Manuka honey.
They make the honey, and we make the money.
They make the honey.
It sounds
we
so
make the
diabolical.
money.
They make the honey. We make
the money. He looks like a crazy person. Oh no. Oh no.
It's so evil.
I don't want to watch him see this. Oh, their little apartments. Jaby and their apartments.
It doesn't last too long.
How did all these bees get here? Do you know you're in a fake hive with fake walls?
Our queen was moved here.
This is your queen? That's a man in woman's clothes.
Oh my gosh.
Drag queen.
That's a drag queen.
Still a queen.
Right.
What is this?
He's like beside himself. There's so many
Oh
of
my
them.
God, it's like the Matrix.
Jeez. Jeez. Does he have like a phone?
Bee honey.
I don't know
Our
what that
honey
is.
being brazenly stolen on a massive scale.
It's so
face?
evil, the evil
like-
face.
And I intend to do something about it.
Oh, Barry, stop.
Who told you that humans are taking our honey? That's just a rumor.
Do these look like rumors?
That's a conspiracy theory. These are obviously doctored photos.
He took the photos himself.
Because he's been talking to humans.
Talking to humans?
Not the snitch.
That's a human girlfriend.
Oh, Barry.
And they make out.
They make out.
I dated a cricket once in San Antonio. Man, those crazy legs kept me up all night. That Chihuahua.
Oh my gosh, Jaby. Is this a kid's movie?
Kids don't understand. It's fine.
Did you ever think I'm just a
Look at
kid
his
from
little
the
mic.
hive? I can't do this.
Larry, bees have never been afraid to change the world. I mean, what about Bee Columbus? Bee Gandhi? Bejesus?
Bejesus. Bejesus. Be Gandhi and Bejesus.
Well, I want you to know that the entire bee community is supporting you in this case,
Jesus.
which is certain to be the trial of the bee century.
That took Jaby out.
Because people always say scared the bejesus out of me.
I love that.
You know they have a Larry King in the human world, too.
It's a common name. Next week on Bee Larry King.
No, I mean, he looks like you, and he has a show with suspenders
Bee
and
Larry
different colored
King.
dots behind him.
Being in.
Always leans forward, pointy shoulders, squinty eyes, very Jewish.
Very Jewish.
Oh, God.
Hello.
Hello, Bee.
This is Ken.
Yeah, I remember you. Timberland, size 10.5. Vibram Soul, I believe.
Why does he talk again?
I like him. He's such a douche.
Oh.
Why did he talk again?
Why is yogurt night so difficult?
That's so random.
Are you sure that you want to go through with it?
Am I sure? When I'm done with the humans, they won't be able to say, honey, I'm home, without paying a royalty.
Honey, I'm home. I just got that.
Yeah.
Oh, my
took you a
God.
sec. Wow, okay.
I just got that. My cheeks hurt.
We're going to hear for ourselves if a honeybee can actually speak.
Oh my gosh, he's actually going to. Oh my gosh.
Well, if it isn't the bee team.
Oh, it's John Goodman.
All rise.
I was waiting for him to come in.
Mr. Montgomery, you're representing the 5 major food companies collectively.
A privilege.
A privilege.
Mr. Benson, you're representing all bees of the world?
Indubitably.
I'm kidding. Yes, Your Honor, we're ready to proceed.
Now I'm going bzz, bzz, bzz.
I was confused for a second.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
Jury.
I think he lives in New Orleans, too.
Just think of what it would mean.
In real life.
Maybe
Does he?
I would have to negotiate with the silkworm for the elastic in my breeches.
Nobody wants to see that. Please don't.
No, please.
How do we know this isn't some sort of holographic motion picture capture Hollywood wizardry? They could be using laser beam ventriloquism, cloning. For all we know,
Laser
he
beams,
could
you
be
mean
on
laser bees.
steroids.
Mr. Benson.
I hope if I have to do jury duty, this is the kind of like stuff I have to defend.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, there's no trickery here. I'm just an ordinary bee. And as a bee, honey's pretty important to me. It's important to all bees. We invented it. We make it. And we protect it with our lives.
The messaging of this movie is hilarious.
You're not only taking away everything we have, but everything we are.
Oh, I wish he would dress like that all the time. So nice.
So, Mr. Klaus Vanderhayden of Honey Farms. Pretty big company you have there.
I suppose so.
And I see you also own Honeyburton and Hunron.
Hunron.
Whoa.
It seems you thought a bear would be an appropriate image for a jar of honey.
I never thought about that.
Yogi Bear, Fozzie Bear, Build-A-Bear?
Yeah, you mean like this.
Oh my gosh.
God.
How'd you like his big hairy head crashing through your living room, biting into your couch, spitting out your throw pillows? Rawr! Rawr! Okay, that's enough. Take him away.
The bear's like, cool.
He's like, okay, I got my day rate.
Basically.
So, Mr. Sting, thank
Oh my
you
gosh,
for being here.
Sting.
Mr. Sting. Oh my
This movie is crazy.
And so here we have yet another example of bee culture being casually stolen by a human for nothing more than a prance-about stage name.
Oh, please.
This is bee appropriation.
Sting, or should I say, Mr. Gordon M. Sumner?
His real name, you idiot!
What?
First, may I offer my
Ray
belated
Liotta?
congratulations on your Emmy win for a guest spot on ER in 2005.
Thank you, thank you.
They got these mannerisms down. The animators killed it.
The churning inner turmoil that's always ready to blow.
I enjoy what I do. Is that a crime?
Not yet, it isn't.
Is that really Ray Liotta?
I want to say yes.
Watch it, Benson. I could blow right now.
This isn't a good fella. This is a bad fella.
Oh my gosh.
This isn't a good fella. It's a bad fella.
These jokes are like.
I'm telling you, I think the jury's on our side.
Are we doing everything right? You know?
Yeah, it was Ray Liotta.
Right, right.
Some people just sound different through a microphone like that.
Well, yeah, when they're animated and stuff, yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, hello.
Oh, Ken.
Hello.
It's not what you think. It's not what it looks like.
I tried to call, but the battery.
I didn't want all this to go to waste, so I called Barry. Luckily, he was free.
Yeah.
Oh, that was lucky.
The flip phone.
Well, there's still a little left. I could heat it up.
Yeah, heat it up, sure, whatever.
Now him being jealous of a bee.
You know, I've just about
I don't
had
know.
it with your little mind games.
What's that?
Italian Vogue.
Remember what Van said? Why is your life any more valuable than mine?
That's funny. I just can't seem to recall that.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I think something stinks in here.
I love the smell of flowers.
Yeah? How do you like the smell of flame?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude.
You're destroying Van's house. Oh my god.
God.
How did I never notice these things?
Oh!
Water bug, not taking sides.
Ew.
Yucky.
Water bug, not taking sides.
I've got issues! Well. A royal flush.
You're bluffing.
Am I?
Oh my lord.
She's gonna notice that he's gone. Surf's up. I knew he was gonna say that. Poo water.
Woo! That bowl is gnarly.
Except for those dirty yellow rings.
What are you doing?
Now she hears it.
We need to talk. He's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time.
What the hell?
Fine. Talking bees, no yogurt night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster.
He's great.
God.
No yogurt night.
For your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man.
All right. He's got issues.
I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it.
We would like to call Mr. Barry Benson B to the stand.
What?
Now, that's a good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the very best lawyers.
I'll ask you what I think we'd all like to know. What exactly is your relationship to that woman?
We're friends.
Good friends?
Yes.
How good do you live together?
Wait a minute. This isn't
Are
about.
you her little bed bug?
Bad bug.
I've seen a bee documentary or two. Now, from what I
Oh
understand,
no.
doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children in the hives?
Yeah, but.
So those aren't even your real parents.
Oh, Barry. Yes, they are.
Hold me back.
You are an illegitimate
Careful.
bee, aren't you, Benson?
He's denouncing bees.
And don't y'all date your cousins?
I'm gonna pincushion this guy.
Adam, don't. It's what he wants.
No!
Oh, I'm here! Oh, Lordy!
Oh, so dramatic.
I love it.
The venom is coursing through my veins.
Mr. Montgomery.
I have been failed.
I think that's Oprah.
You see? You can't treat them like equals. They're striped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way.
The commentary.
I can't feel my legs.
Now Adam's gonna be gone.
Mercy will come forward to suck the poison from my healing buttocks.
Ew.
case of the honeybees versus the human race took a pointed turn
Thank
against
you.
the bees yesterday when one of your
This movie is something else.
Coexisting. I did not expect this movie. The honey drip is crazy, Jaby. The honey drip in the hospital bed. He's this big. Like he's making a small little dent.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
This is so silly.
Yeah.
It's so silly.
Jaby, it's so silly. I love how silly it is. He's reading.
You think it was all a trap?
Of course. I'm sorry. I flew us right into this. What were we thinking? Look at us. We're just a couple of bugs in this world.
Say, could you get a nurse to close that window?
Why?
The smoke. Bees don't smoke.
Right. Bees don't smoke.
Why doesn't it bother him?
Bees don't smoke. But some bees are smoking. Adam, that's it. That's our case.
It is? It's not over?
No, get up, get dressed. I've got to go somewhere.
How
You
can
get
he-
back to the court and stall. Stall any way you can.
I didn't make the connection. Did you?
Yeah. Remember all those bees that are in that
Oh,
that
gotcha.
they smoked out?
Gotcha.
He's gonna go get them as witnesses.
You know, bees are trained to fly kind of haphazardly, and as a result, quite often we don't make very good time. I actually once heard a pretty funny story about a bee.
Your Honor, haven't these ridiculous bugs...
Him with his neck thing, he gets stung in his butt.
They have presented no compelling evidence to support their charges against my clients who all run perfectly legitimate businesses.
Where would you find something like that?
We have a terrific case.
Where's your proof? Where's the evidence? Show me the smoking gun.
Hold it, Your Honor. You want a smoking gun? Here is your smoking gun.
What is that?
It's a bee smoker.
What, this? This harmless little contraption? This couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee.
Oh my God. Right, and then you just knock them right out.
Members of the jury, look at what has happened to bees who have never been asked, smoking or non. Is this what nature intended for us? To be forcibly addicted to these smoke machines in man-made wooden slat work camps? Living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man?
That black guy moves aside.
Free these bees.
What is this movie, Jaby? To the white man? The black guy's like...
The court finds in
my
favor
gosh.
of the bee.
Oh my gosh.
Vanessa, we won!
High five! Oh, sorry.
Oh my gosh, Vanessa?
This is an unholy perversion of the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this.
Are we just getting started?
Is there a bee movie too?
First, we're going to demand a
I wonder if like
out of all bee work camps.
the honey... Let me overpopulated with bees?
Then we want to get back all the honey that was ours to begin with. Every last drop. We demand an end to the glorification of the bear as anything more than a filthy, smelly, big-headed, bad breath stink machine.
Oh my gosh.
Wait for my signal.
You know what that's supposed to look like?
What?
I think it's the Saddam Hussein statue.
Oh my gosh.
Winnie the Pooh.
They shot Winnie the Pooh?
Unnecessary inclusion of honey and bogus health products and la-di-da human tea time snack garnishments.
Oh my gosh! What the hell is this movie? It is wild.
God damn.
They slapped the shit out of that old woman.
Mr. Boswell, we just passed 3 cups, and there's gallons more's coming. I think we need to shut down.
They're gonna have too much honey, right?
Yeah.
Overprocessed honey.
Stop making honey!
The way they slapped that old lady at
Damn,
the
and put her
table.
face on the table. Or the bees won't have anything to do.
We're shutting down honey production. Mission on board. Morning pollination and nectar detail. Returning to base.
Oh, they'll stop pollinating the flowers and stuff.
Yeah.
They're all gonna become fat bumblebees. Oh, man.
Flowers are dying. That's not good. They don't have purpose anymore. It's like
No.
Wall-E. I heard there is like an issue in real life with like bees and stuff, and I'm not gonna get into it now, but not nearly educated enough on the matter.
You wouldn't believe how much honey was out there.
Oh, yeah?
What's going on around here? Where is everybody?
It's no jobs.
Are they out celebrating?
No, they're just home. They don't know what to do. No. They're laying out. They're sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on his way to San Antonio with a cricket.
At least we got our honey back.
Yeah, but sometimes I think, so what if the humans liked our honey? Who wouldn't? It's the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be a part of making it.
No purpose.
This was my new job. I wanted to do it really well. And now I can't.
So you have to come up with a civilized way to produce honey for humans.
What did you want to show me?
This.
Oh.
What happened here?
That is not the half of it.
Look how gloomy it all looks.
Right. Yeah, because bees help pollinate.
Oh my, they're all wilting.
Doesn't look very good, does it?
No.
And whose fault do you think that is?
The two of you.
You know, I'm gonna guess bees.
Bees?
Specifically me. I guess I didn't think that bees not needing to make honey would affect all these other things.
It's not just flowers, fruits, vegetables. They all need bees.
They all need bees.
So you take away the produce, that affects the entire animal kingdom, and then, of course...
The human species?
It's a chain reaction.
It is.
So if there's no more pollination, it could all just go south here, couldn't it?
And I know this is also partly my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, take accountability, Vanessa.
How about a pact?
Oh my gosh.
How do we do it?
I'll sting you, you step on me.
That just kills you twice.
Wow. It would be
DreamWorks
Seinfeld.
just got dark.
It would be Seinfeld to make a joke like that.
And to open my mouth.
What's your idea? Just gotta start production again.
Vanessa? Why are you leaving? Where are you going?
To the final Tournament of Roses parade in Pasadena. They've moved it up to this weekend because all the flowers are dying.
Why didn't she just say that?
She just left without saying goodbye. That was wild.
Hey, I'm sorry. I
Just
never meant
out
to
like an Irish goodbye.
Gabby! Why didn't you just tell him that? Just like, peace out. Vanessa, what the hell?
Tournament of Roses. Roses can't do sports. Wait a minute. Roses? Roses? Roses?
Barry?
She heard him now.
Flowers!
Yes, they are!
Flowers! Bees! Pollen!
I know! That's why this is the last parade!
Maybe not!
Hang on the window.
Why don't you go inside?
Could you slow down?
Ow! Ow!
Barry!
Okay, I made a huge mistake. This is a total disaster, and it's all my fault.
Yes, it kind of is.
I wanted to help you with your flower shop. Instead, I've made it worse.
Actually, it's completely closed down.
Oh, I thought maybe you were remodeling. The roses have the pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park.
Bees.
Park?
Pollen.
Flowers?
Repollination.
Across the nation! All right, Tournament of Roses?
Shouldn't she know that if the bees stopped making honey, it would stop the flowers?
They got guns. Oh my God.
Vanessa Bloom, FTD. Official floral business. Oh, it's real.
Sorry, ma'am. That's a nice brooch, by the way.
Thank you.
He couldn't just hide in her pocket. Okay.
How about the princess and the pea?
Yeah.
I could be the princess, and you could be
I think
the pea.
I've got it.
I think I've got it.
Sorry I'm late. Where should I sit?
Where are you?
I believe I'm the pea.
The pea? It's supposed to be under the mattresses.
Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart.
I'm gonna go talk to the marshal.
You do that. This whole parade is a fiasco.
Oh my God. My Lord.
Jeez.
Then all we do is blend in with
Oh my
traffic.
God.
Without
What the
arousing
hell?
suspicion.
That kid.
Got arousing suspicion.
That thing's moving quick.
LAX.
Did you and your insect pack your own float?
Yes.
Has the float been in your possession the entire time?
Yes.
Can you remove your stinger, sir?
That's part of me.
I know. Just having some fun. Enjoy your flight.
Okay.
What is happening, Jaby?
Then, if we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Can you believe how lucky we are? We have just enough pollen to do the job. It's gonna work, Vanessa.
It's got to work.
Attention passengers.
She bought a seat for him?
Captain Scott, I'm afraid we have a bit of bad weather in the New York area, and it
Looks like we're going to be experiencing a couple of hours delay.
These are cut flowers with no water. They'll never make it.
I gotta get up there and talk to these guys.
What are you gonna do? Let's ride it.
Excuse me, Captain. I'm in a real situation here.
What'd you say, Hal?
I didn't say anything.
Sir, you're flying the plane.
Oh no.
Wait a minute! I'm an attorney!
Who's an attorney?
Don't move.
Oh my gosh!
You got to fly the plane now.
Your captain speaking. Would a Miss Vanessa Bloom in 24B please report to the cockpit? And please hurry!
Oh my goodness.
What happened here?
I tried to talk to them, but then there was a dustbuster, a toupee, a life raft exploded. Now one's bald, one's in a boat, and they're both unconscious.
This is Vanessa Bloom. I'm a florist from New York.
Where's the pilot?
He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot.
Not good. Is there anyone on board who has flight experience?
Barry Benson.
From the honey trial? Oh, great.
Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines.
I can't fly a plane.
Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot?
Yes.
What?
Okay. I don't know what that's from.
There's a honeybee on that plane.
Oh, I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson's work and his no-account compadres. Haven't they done enough damage already?
Stand by.
We're going live.
Water.
The way we work may be a mystery to you, because making honey takes a lot of bees.
Can their wings still support their weight? I mean, they've been just wallying it up for a while.
That's what they were saying, right?
Yeah.
They're all fat now.
That's why I want to get bees back to doing what we do best, working together. That's the bee way.
Solitaire's crazy.
We're not made of jello. We get behind a fellow. Black and yellow.
Is Vanessa still flying? Who's flying his plane?
Hover.
Hover.
Forget hover.
You know what? This isn't so hard. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh my gosh.
That's not what would happen.
And I think we were on autopilot that whole time.
That may have been helping me.
Okay, we were on
Well, it turns out I cannot fly a plane.
Shh. What is happening, Jaby?
Moving out!
Are the bees gonna help fly the plane?
Oh, they're gonna guide it.
How are they gonna get all the way up there? Dang, a lot of bees.
Get some lights on that!
It's the aim for the flower.
Wow.
Okay.
Cut the engines.
Cut the engines.
We're going in on bee power. Ready, boys?
Affirmative.
How does she know how to do that?
Good. Easy now. That's it. Land on that flower. Ready, boys? Full reverse. Spin it around.
Woo! Come on, bees.
Full reverse. Easy. Just drop it. Be a part of it. Aim for the center. Now drop it in. Drop it in, woman.
Other luggage.
This runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers available anywhere on Earth. That means this is our last chance. We're the only ones who make honey, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. So what do you all say? Are we gonna be bees? Or just Museum of Natural History keychains? We're bees! Keychain!
One guy.
You've earned this.
Oh, damn.
He got a jacket now and a helmet.
I'm a pollen jock, and it's a perfect fit. All I gotta do with the sleeves.
Do you have the strength to wield that?
That's our Barry.
Yeah, he does.
Let's go.
Here
Here we go.
Going to her shop. Yep.
It seems like years since it's been
Immediately life back into them.
Oh.
Like the end of E.T.
Who's next? Would you like some honey with that?
It is be approved.
And sex and law.
And I don't see a nickel.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat.
I had no idea.
Barry, I'm sorry. Have you got a moment?
Would you excuse me? My mosquito associate here will be able to help.
Oh my gosh.
He's a lawyer too?
Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase.
Barry, I just got this huge tulip order for a wedding, and I can't get them anywhere.
No problem, Fanny. Just leave it to me.
You're a lifesaver, Barry.
All right, scramble jocks. Time to fly.
Thank you, Barry.
Oh, that bee is living my life.
Let's go, Kenny.
When will this nightmare end?
God.
This bee is living my life.
Beautiful day to fly.
Sure is.
Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office.
It's alright.
Wow. That was unexpected in many ways.
Many ways.
Like, you know, I'm trying to process all of that. That was a lot of stuff. Oh my God. That was so much more than I was expecting.
Same.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was unexpected. That was an unexpected amount of fun, and it took risks in the comedy department in a way that was like wild to me, because there are some jokes in there that you just wouldn't see made today. Like even like the fork on the hand thing. I don't know if you would make that joke today, but you certainly can't show it on YouTube because it's just such a sensitive issue related to self. How do I say that without? We'll say that. The places it was going, like even in the joke where he's like from the white man, and then you show the black guy move aside. Like you'd never see that in another DreamWorks movie.
Oh no.
You know, or any like really animation from America that is intended to be consumed by like the general audience, PG. You know, rated G or PG. You wouldn't get jokes like that usually. It
was kind of refreshing to like. I mean, when did this movie come out?
2007, I think.
Yeah, jeez, that was almost 20 years ago. It was kind of refreshing to hear some of the funny jokes, especially as parents are taking their kids to the movies to see this. I'm sure they had probably more laughs than the kids did. They had like celebrities in this one too.
Saddam Hussein's statue was taken down on April 9th, 2003. Yeah, I'm convinced that the way they were pulling down the bear thing was a reference to that. It's like one of those things that only grown-ups in that era would understand. So that's the thing that I think with a lot of these jokes is that while they might seem just kind of like a bit shocking, not in a bad way, but just shocking in general to us, I think that a lot of that is we are looking at it with grown-up eyes, and it goes right over kids' heads for the most part. And then they'll be able to laugh about it later on, assuming they understand the jokes.
Yeah, we're also watching it like almost 20 years later. So had we seen it back then, we'd be like, oh yeah, that's totally normal and fine and funny, and still think it's normal.
Do you think so? You think so?
That it's fine and funny?
That like we would, I don't know, I'd have to ask the audience, like anyone who's old enough that might have been a grown-up back then and watching it. I don't know how edgy those jokes are.
They're really edgy, but I mean, the jokes back then were very edgy. The content back then was very edgy, but we also didn't know the difference. We were just like, this is just the content that we have right now. And as time has progressed, now we're like, oh, that's a little edgy. Yeah. We wouldn't say that in 2007.
What I'm wondering is the delineation, that line between these are just jokes and this is an actual commentary on something. Because I immediately started to wonder, like, okay, what are we talking about here? In the courtroom scene with the smoke, I'm like, is this like the Tuskegee experiments or something? Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the crack epidemic? Like
this toted that line a lot more than a lot of animated movies did back then, though. So this one specifically, I think, stands out a little bit more than some of the other movies I've seen.
Okay.
Because I watch animation's my favorite medium, so I watch a lot of animated movies, even if it's not DreamWorks, even like indie studios. And I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a movie this adult in the content. But even like what they're talking about as a kid, I'd be like, oh, I mean, I wasn't a kid in 2007, but if I was a lot younger, I'd be like, I'm not eating honey. I don't want to hurt the bees.
Right.
I mean, but they do have that nice arc and that nice, at the end, they're like, well, if we don't produce this and humans don't consume this, then flowers, vegetables, trees are all going to become like they're going to just disappear.
It's surprisingly layered with a lot of like messaging and everything.
It was nuanced as
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. I mean, some of it's right on the nose. I think we still get movies with like strong messaging even today. Like Zootopia is not that old.
No.
And that's a pretty strong message of a film.
Right.
And so I was just like pleasantly surprised by this. And I can't think of another film where I've seen Seinfeld. Like I've only seen him in his TV show, his stand-up, and now this. It seems like he mostly just does his stand-up, and that's that. Like, and I think they maybe entertained the possibility of doing a sequel to this, and they just never explored it. I'm not sure. I thought Seinfeld's voice it was actually really funny for this kind of thing, this kind of character. I don't know how you describe his vocal quality, but the way he screams, like the way he freaks out, it was perfect for this kind of animation.
Yes.
When he was like freaking out and stuff like that.
And also having sometimes they have cameos, but they actually had like Ray Liotta and like Larry David, and just like him trying to explain to B Larry David that there's actually a human Larry David, and B doesn't want to hear it. It's just stuff like that was really funny to me.
I think that Jerry Seinfeld called in a lot of favors.
Oh yeah.
Like, I think him and Chris Rock are good friends, and then Ray Liotta showing up. I'm like, why would Ray Liotta ever do something like this?
And he's on like the honey. Like, it was so funny because they're like, all right. This was also during a time period where a lot more of A-list celebrities were doing animation, like movies. I don't really see a whole lot of that today, but back then, most of the leads weren't really voice actors; they were celebrities.
Right. It says on ChatGPT in 2016. Seinfeld mentioned that he considered a sequel for a solid 6 hours, but ultimately decided against it, feeling it might diminish the original's unique status. Yeah, that's a very Seinfeld kind of response.
Well, what else would you do? Like the flowers again, or they need to be,
Yeah, I don't know how you would make
a new idea.
Yeah, but like Seinfeld is very much the kind of guy who's like, we did that. We're going to leave that alone now. Like, there's no need to go back. They didn't. The closest they ever came to doing a reunion for his show was in Larry David's show with Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Since you mentioned it, I thought Chris Rock's character, the mosquito, was hilarious.
I wanted so much more of him.
He came back. He's like, I'm already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase.
It might be that we got just enough of him, and like if we got any more, it'd be too much. But
Very intentional with that.
Yeah, I thought his cameo was splendid. I loved it, and it left me definitely wanting more from him, just because he was such he contrasted everything else in the film, you know, in a very fun and witty way. So it was unexpected for sure.
They really went there, some of their jokes. I was like, I'm surprised DreamWorks was okay with some of their jokes, because I feel like this felt more like an indie studio would be like, I don't mind. But they really, really went there.
Yeah.
By the white man with the point and the black man moving over is hilarious.
That was such a fun, I wonder if kids would have gotten that joke at all.
It depends how old they are. 13-year-olds would have gotten that joke, maybe, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The funniest thing is I don't think you'd see that joke today.
You don't think? You definitely wouldn't see that joke today.
No.
But I'm like, but why not?
I don't know. Maybe
Do you think it's
I think everything's ebb and flow. I think we'll come back to having that sort of sensibility again at some point. You just got to give it time. I think we're already making our way back to being okay with jokes again.
Yeah, because this definitely had no apologies and just went for it. And I appreciated it. This is not what I thought the Bee movie was going to be. Get it?
I got it.
Yeah. From the beginning, I was like, okay, it's this bee that doesn't want to work this job for the rest of his life, wants to leave the hive. This was not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, it did a lot of things that was just like, because that's actually very typical of a lot of animated films is, at least for American animated films, you have a character who is feeling confined, be it Nightmare Before Christmas, be it Kung Fu Panda, whatever it is. You have the noodle dream po. It's like,
that was good.
Whatever it is, it's usually a character's trying to get somewhere else, and he doesn't like where he's at.
Yes.
And so you have that here, but then it does take on that Nightmare Before Christmas sort of structure where, we got to kind of put it back to where it was before, which is interesting because he sort of became a hero twice in the film.
Yeah.
Even though the first time he was a hero he ruined everything. The only thing that maybe it's because we talked over it, the only thing that I think we missed, and they sort of touched upon it, was just a better way to, they did talk about it. They did talk about it. The idea of it's bee approved. Honey, so it's different.
See, this is bee approved.
Yeah, that I needed that. Otherwise, I'm like, what is this movie? It's because that's sort of the button to everything. It's not just putting it back to what it was before, because that was bad. There's a reason why we went on this whole adventure.
Right.
It had to be approved and be organic or whatever.
And the thing too, I feel like a lot of the protagonists in animated movies have this arc, and they change, they become different, and they've learned. And I feel like he learned, but his character didn't really change much. He kind of was a rebellion from the beginning, and because of that rebellious nature, he was able to make a change in the bee community. But he didn't he wasn't you referenced Poe. He didn't, or Shrek, because it's DreamWorks. But he didn't really have he didn't have that kind of hero's journey like those characters did.
Well, Shrek is an interesting one because it's actually the antithesis of the hero's journey in a way. I mean, he still ends up on one, but it's not. He didn't want to.
Right.
He was content.
But he changed because of that hero's journey. He was not the same Shrek. He was not the same ogre he was in the beginning.
That's true.
Where I felt like Barry was kind of the same bee. He just his personality,
the sensibility.
Yeah, his why was still. He just felt like, he had an arc, but it wasn't as drastic as I've seen other animated characters. He still was the same person. He just utilized who he was and that characteristic to help progress bees in a different way, so they're not being their honey's being approved and.
Well, he changed the world.
He did, but he was
changed the
still
world.
himself. He didn't change himself. He changed the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Does that make sense? I mean, it's not like a dig. It's just more of an observation.
He also, he became like a proper, whatchamacallit?
Pollen jock. You know, I love those
Yeah.
pollen jock.
Yeah, so I guess it's...
That's a title, though.
It's a growth.
Right?
It's a growth because it's an official job now.
Yeah.
You know, he got a lot of jobs. Because like at one point he was just lounging.
Like, I guess an example would be, had it been his friend that did what he did, that would have been different. Because remember, his friend was like, no, we stick to the norm. This is what we do. We don't leave.
I love so many of the jokes in this movie. Like when his friend is held up in the hospital room with the little drip coming off the honey bear.
Oh my gosh, that was great.
Like a lot of these things, I must ask, like, did kids find this funny? Because
I would have.
You know, because so many of these jokes I feel like speak to grown-ups more than they speak to children.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe it's I'm being narrow-minded in that. I don't know.
No. I think this was also a time period. Again, I watch a lot of anime movies where like a lot of the jokes were leaning a little bit more to the adults.
Mm-hmm.
Then the children kind of just enjoy the animation.
Usually when I'm watching an animation, I can kind of see how it speaks to both kids and grown-ups together, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like my favorite show of all time, like above everything else, is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just the best show ever made. And then when I'm watching it, I can see how it speaks to both grown-ups and kids equally.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm like, this just feels like it speaks more to grown-ups.
I felt the same way. So many times I'm like,
Yeah.
are kids like I guess they're enjoying the animation, the bees, but like I was like, this feels very much like an adult movie.
Yeah. But without being, rated R.
Right.
Whatever the...
Not that kind of adult movie,
Yeah.
but maybe like the tone and the message is, I don't know. I
Yeah.
thought it was hilarious, man. That was not what I was expecting at all.
They never really quite addressed the
Relationship.
romantic,
Yeah.
non-romantic thing between Barry and Vanessa. But
Ken addressed it.
Ken, he was my favorite character.
He's so funny.
He was so extra.
Oh my God. Him screaming about the yogurt date was
He's living my
hilarious.
life.
He's like, not now, Kenny. It's okay. That was so funny to me.
It made me wonder if bees do really get attached to tennis balls. I don't know anything about that because I don't play
I thought
tennis.
about that stuff too. Yeah. I was like, I'm assuming they might have like looked these things up before because I was like, oh no, do bees get attached? Now I'm going to see a bee and be like, high five.
Don't do that. You'll kill it.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't want to. Finger. That was fun.
Yeah. No, and I thought that the animation actually held up pretty well for it being from 2007. It's a little bittersweet because I enjoyed it so much. I was like, oh, it would have been cool to watch this, like, I don't know, as a 3D movie. I don't often opt for 3D films, but this is one of those experiences. Like, the other regret I have is Doctor Strange. Like, I wish I watched that in 3D because it just was so mind-bending and visually stunning and all that stuff. And so I think that this could have had a similar effect of just feeling like a roller coaster. Speaking of which, they need to make a ride out of this movie. I don't know why they haven't.
See,
Like, there's so many opportunities. Yeah.
But 3D, I wear glasses, so sometimes 3D makes me a little naughty.
You got to get one of those attached ones that you put on top.
tried it.
Oh, they don't work?
But the thing I was going to say, because you mentioned it earlier about the camera angles, sometimes in the animation they can make me a little nauseous, but this movie didn't do that.
Okay, so it just felt like a fun ride then.
Yeah, it was like, because it didn't stay too long in like the POV of like when they were flying in sync, and I was like, but it was really cool to see that. I really thought the animation style and the rigging and all that for the movement of the bees was fascinating.
I really, one of the things that's always fun about a film like this is just sort of the world building, like with Ants or Bug's Life, especially from that scale and perspective. It gives you an opportunity to just throw characterization on things that are very much like lifeless, I suppose. Not the bees, but just their world. And they anthropomorphized these characters and gave them personality and gave their world personality, and also allowed you to see what it looks like from their perspective when observing humans and human behavior and whatnot. I think all that stuff is super fun. Even right down to the tennis ball thing has to be a real thing, and so their commentary on that, I was like, I don't think those are flowers.
Yeah,
like that whole thing was funny to me, and it kind of brought me back to. Did you see Ants, the movie? Where they're out there, they're trying to have the picnic, and then they get stepped on by the persons with the gum, and they get
stuck to the...
Yeah, and it's just, that's one of my favorite moments in animation is just the scale of this person simply walking, and it's so epic.
It's like vibrating, it's like reverberating through their bodies.
Yeah. I enjoyed all that. It seemed like the whole bit with breaking the rule of talking to humans. We just blew past that.
I know. I was like, I thought we weren't supposed to be talking. I guess it was fine because he presented his argument like, this is why we need to be talking to the humans, or they're stealing our honey.
Yeah.
But I was like, I thought that wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
But the cool thing too is like it shows the importance of bees, because again, it shows a lot of people like swatting away, and sometimes my instinct, I don't hit them, I don't kill them, but I run from them. But it just shows us the importance of bees without feeling so heavy. You know what I mean? It like, gets that message across, like, this is why we need the bees, without being like, this is why we need the bees.
I am fully convinced that kids stopped eating honey for a while after
I would have.
Yeah, because like when I grew up watching Bugs Bunny, I was eating so much spinach. Or carrots. Popeye is what I was thinking of. Popeye was eating spinach, and then Bugs Bunny, I was eating carrots. Like, lots of it. I just couldn't get enough.
Same.
You know, just because of the cartoon. I'm like, they need to actually have characters in cartoons eat vegetables as much as possible. Because,
I was like,
yeah.
I want to have spinach.
Yeah.
I wanted anchovies on my pizza because of Ninja Turtles, which I don't like anchovies, but they ate it, so.
I tried. That's the one part where I stopped. I drew the line there at anchovies.
Have you tried it on pizza?
I'm not into it. I don't know. I'm just not into it. At the end of the film, though, you know, it's actually okay to eat honey. So maybe the kids were all right, as long as it's bee approved. You'll never find that in real life.
I'm going to go look and see if there's some bee approved honey.
But they made those beekeepers so evil looking. Like,
yeah.
They make the honey, we make the money. I'm like, God dang.
They make the honey, we make the money. Like spraying them out. The one bee's like, no, it's fine. It just happens every so. I was like, oh my gosh.
Toast up.
Yeah, they're like
Drugged up.
smoked out.
It's not that bad.
He's like, yeah, it's not that bad. It doesn't last long. I was like, oh my gosh. That was a fun freaking movie with a really awesome message that you should not swap, especially because bees are almost extinct. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bees are almost extinct for a little bit, right?
That's what, yeah. So the last thing I was thinking of was like The Matrix, because there's that moment when he's seeing the all the bees getting like juiced up with the drug or whatever, and then he's like, wait, and he flies up and he just sees the whole like field of them, and it was like Neo waking up in the real world for the first time. It was hilarious. I would imagine there's like widespread ramifications with this kind of thing. I mean, they show you in the film like, you know, in its own way, the ramifications for just like what happens just in the human world visually. But yeah, food-wise, it's crazy. So
there's people I follow on Instagram that go like collect bees, and like if the bees lose their queen or their hives get destroyed, and they collect them and put them back, and it's like really cool. And they always like explain like why we need bees and the importance of like making sure we transport them safely and stuff. And I was like, then I see this and I'm like,
what can we do about it is the question. How do we help?
Get pesticide sprays that aren't toxic for bees. This cast, Rip Torn.
Michael Richards was in this? Oh my God.
Like the cast was stacked.
So we didn't talk about Renée Zellweger. That initial moment when she first is talking to Barry, I thought her voice was perfect because she's like a little bit like wigged out by the whole thing. But then she continued to have this sort of sleepy drawl.
Barry, what are we going to do about
Yeah, but maybe that's just Renée Zellweger. I don't know.
I don't think it is.
No? I don't know. I mean, at a certain point, I'm like, why do you sound like that?
I kind of liked it. Kind of because she's just like this odd woman that talks to bees. I don't know. Ken loved her.
I hated that she didn't take she barely took accountability.
She's like, and some part of it was mine. I was like, you of all people should know that if the bees stop making honey, that's going to mess up the flowers. You own a flower shop. You should know. You know about all these flowers. You should be like, hey, like, I understand. She should have had that talk with Barry. I understand, like, it seems this, but if we do this, we could do this. This is going to happen. They never had that talk. And then she's like, well, you know why they're mad, Barry?
Exactly.
She goes, bees? I'm like, Vanessa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the audacity, the gall, the gumption. Like, you were a part of this, too. You were the one going to court with him.
You were 50% of why this is going on.
She goes, I see a little part of mine in this.
I contributed one little tiny iota.
If anything was my fault, it was, I can't think of it right now. I'm like, Vanessa, like, it was funny. And then she just left, remember?
Without saying a word.
Jaby, we're like, wait, what? She's like in the taxi. We're like, what?
Damn, woman.
And then she was mad at him. I'm like, what is happening?
That was cold.
Is this how it feels to date women? I feel like I would never get someone the.
I'm not gonna open that. I'm not gonna open that.
Silence of the Lambs from Jaby.
That's a can of bees that we do not want to open up. You guys, thanks so much for hanging out. Hopefully you enjoyed that. I am Jaby Koay. This is
Ashleigh Morgan.
Peace out.